Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Business Whisperer podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Adila Rafiz, and I'm here today with Rashmi once again. If those of you that missed last week's episode, you've got to listen to our amazing conversations about basically creating your business. But I digress. Let's get back to what we're talking about today, which is potentially even more exciting, right? We're
Yeah.
talking about wealth. We're talking about wealth embodiment, and we're talking about wealth whispering, which is, of course, one of our programs. These now famous retreats around the world are really taking off. And Rashmi and I thought we'd share some of the behind the scenes about the who, the what, the why, and how this has changed our own lives.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, Adila, for having me again. Like it's been amazing. And Wealth Whispering program, I think, is one of my I can't even say favorites. It just feels like this is just the next step after body whispering, business whispering. And what's next? It's just this embodiment of wealth, like you called it. And it came about with such smooth ease. It's so lovely. It's amazing. You actually, when you started it, what would you like to share how you started this, how this went about, how did this click and come about in your universe?
Yeah, I used to feel really shy about sharing the origin story of wealth whispering because whilst I've always worked with the whispers and I talk about, receiving downloads and receiving ideas through the whispers, I never came out and kind of said, look, guys, this is a completely channeled information or experience or program. But with wealth whispering, I had to share that because it came through goddess Lakshmi. So that was the guide or the spirit or entity that is kind of the governing energy of this work, wealth whispering. And it was also initially channeled for me by one of my mentors and healers that I was working with. And when this whole program was channeled, when the information about everything about it, the name, the format, what it was about, who it was meant to help, the whole idea around wealth embodiment, not a business program, not a money mindset program, not teaching you business. That is not what wealth whispering is. It's like experiencing wealth embodiment through having your literal cells, body, and molecules activated through this energy. And I had to share that information with people because it was so different to what we'd been doing until now. And so that is how it came about. I was extremely skeptical and was doing fairly well at the time, doing very well at the time, I thought, with my business, with my mind, with my money. I didn't actually think I needed to introduce another modality, something else on top of body whispering and business whispering. So I was very reluctant. And yet, when I put it out there, the initial offering, the first round of the course, it just filled up.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when I started to think, okay, this is something special. By the time we got to the end of that, where we had the results coming in from the very first activation, and then the final icing on the cake with Wealth Whispering is these luxury retreats we do around the world. By the time we had that experience, I'd say we were fully convinced that this was something very special and very unique.
I totally agree. I remember the first day you put it out. I think it didn't take us 24 hours to fill the slots and more. And I had to tell people, hey, we're shutting down. We're not taking registrations. We had 50 plus people right in the beginning of 25, not even 25 hours or 24 hours. It was such a crazy thing. You just spoke about it on a call that I'm opening registrations and we were full. Like the energy that this wealth whispering brought about and the retreat that you spoke about. I think once we finished the retreat, I was spoiled. I was like, we are not doing normal anymore. We're not doing this crazy trips where we're like hustling, doing all this. It's going to be luxury all the way. How did this, I'm amazed at how this luxury aspect of it, the wealth embodiment aspect of it came about in it. How did it happen for you? And how does it happen for a person, a layman? What does it mean for them to be in a wealth whispering program?
Yeah, well, the embodiment piece is the most important piece. And this is true for any area of your life. But what wealth embodiment means is that it's there integrated in your physical body. It's there integrated in your physical reality. And when you do all this money work, this mindset work, you're trying to change your financial set point. Often it seems like such a stretch and it seems like you have to work so hard, and it can seem like you're not sure if you're going to get the results or not. With wealth whispering and with having this experience at the retreat, that by the way is still priced very reasonably within the program. But what we do is we take a large portion of your fees and we put it into creating these super luxury retreats that are held at the Ritz-Carlton or equivalent better resorts. And the reason we do that is so you have that experience of embodiment, as you say. So you come to this venue that is luxury, and everything about it is luxury, not just that it's a 5-star facility. It's we choose the resorts based on the staff are amazing, the energy is amazing, where it is in nature is amazing. Every part of your mind, body, and soul are nurtured and shown an energy of abundance for you to integrate and experience. So that's the embodiment piece. But the change that happens over that 2.5 days, 3 days at the retreat is it goes from something that should maybe have been foreign to you or you haven't experienced in that way before to becoming something that you're like, wow, now I see how not only can I have this, I'm so worthy of it, but this can be a normal part of my experience here on earth. This is setting a new set point, a new thermostat for the life I'd like to create, the experiences I'd like to have, and how my body wants to be treated, and what it feels like for my body to actually be surrounded and immersed in luxury accommodation, luxury food, luxury healing, luxury staff, luxury support at all levels of mind, body, and energy.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, it gives me goosebumps because that's how I felt when we entered the Ritz-Carlton Russell Khaimer. It was like, oh my God, where did we go in? And what you spoke of body is so, so true because the last retreat we had in Thailand was, though we call it the wealth whispering, it's all about the wealth and money. But for me, these retreats, especially the one in Thailand, was where I left all my inhibitions of my body because I'm very conscious. I don't usually wear things and I'm, always looking at what do I look like? Do I eat right? But that place, I could wear what I want, do what I want. I did not have that fear of being judged or fear of my own judgments of my body. I think wealth whispering for me, especially the retreats, have been enhancement in my overall life. Like not just in terms of wealth, of course, we're making it, anybody can say it. But it's also where my body, my mind, my relationship with people, and the way I want to be treated has changed so, so, so much. I know you have experienced a leap of sorts. What would it be like? Like, if you want to share it with us.
Yeah, one of the greatest things that wealth whispering facilitates is self-worth.
Yeah.
Okay, that was surprising for me again, because again, I didn't start wealth whispering thinking that I had low confidence or
Mm.
low feelings of self-worth. Like many of our participants, I have spent by this point over a decade in healing work, personal development work, consciousness work, receiving, giving, being in the industry, right? So I didn't think I had a self-worth issue. I didn't think I still had major blocks when it came to receiving abundance and loving myself. But I tell you that that this program, there is something about it, and you rightly said it, is that all your inhibitions about yourself and who you are and what you needed in your life, like it went away through wealth whispering. And sometimes people are surprised that that's happened with wealth whispering. But the reason it's happened with wealth whispering is it's activating abundance in every area of your life. So, love, receiving, body love, body image, self worth, self confidence. one of the greatest gifts through this program that people talk about is their relationships changing. And I think that is a great gift. As you step into greater confidence and greater receiving of who you are and what you're worthy of, your relationships change.
Yeah, totally. And I think the fact that you spoke of self-worth is so true, because I realized, and you always speak of this in all the calls, most of the times you have told us that the people you surround yourself with makes the most um, influences in your life. And I did not realize that. And after wealth whispering, I've been very conscious. It's not that I'm letting go of people, but very conscious of who I let influence me. So yeah, it's crazy how wealth whispering has worked. If one is supposed to look at the program, how do they know that they're going to receive it? Like, how will they know this is a program for them?
Yeah, one of the, again, really crazy slash amazing things about Wealth Whispering is it's, again, the format is different. It's not facilitation. I'm actually not speaking at you or teaching you something conceptually or cognitively. We're not even teaching you a modality. This is personal healings through activation, where you become the embodiment of who you were meant to be at your greatest potential, right? And so, what people are receiving is their, sorry, I just have to get rid of chocolate rush. 1 second. So one of the most like unique and extraordinary things about this program is it works 100% of the time. And it's hard to actually believe or understand how that could be. But this actually isn't a healing or facilitation class where I'm teaching you something conceptually or cognitively. We're not sitting there talking about your issues. We're not talking about the mindset you need to use to overcome this. We're not hoping that this is an effective class for you. No, you're actually being activated in your body. You're receiving and expanding to be able to experience who you are at your full potential. And one of the things about the activation, so there's a specific protocol. So, what was channeled, what was downloaded is how to position yourself, how to activate the energy, and how to receive these activations so that your wealth and abundance basically channels are opened, going back to your natural state of receiving, going back to your very wealthy birthright, to have abundance in every area of your life and to feel like you are worthy, that you are loved. Because aren't you, as a divine being who is part of all that is created? Don't you have that right to feel so worthy, to be supported by the universe, to be able to create whatever it is that you desire, and to know that there should not be a limitation on how much you can have, how much you can receive in this lifetime? And those are the things that wealth whispering actually brings into a tangible experience for us through these activations. And so, yes, it works for every single person. And why I can say that is because our participants for this program have come from completely different backgrounds, completely different countries, completely different situations, relationships. They wanted to change different things from this program. Their blocks have been different, and yet it has worked for every single one. And we have, at this point, we actually have so many testimonials. And one of the things that I've been wanting to share with the testimonials from this program is we do a couple of kind of gift or very low cost activations for the public. And I received a message a little while ago from someone who did like our Lakshmi activation. I think it was $22. And she was
Yeah.
like, you would not believe, she was like, I have received so much. I have had a family legal battle like go away, and I have been gifted something worth so much more money, like a property, than I ever thought was possible. And that was from one of our promotional $22, experiential activations, let alone the full program. And this lady had no other context or experience of the wealth whispering energy. So that is why I'm very confident that it will work for you. It will work for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that lady. I mean, that was amazing. And actually, you're so right about the fact that she did not have any context. That was what I was looking into. That do people need to know something? Do they need to be a part of something? Do they need to have done some energy work? How does it even work for somebody who has done nothing? Like, is there any prerequisites? What do we work with?
The only thing that's required is a desire to experience this. Okay, that's the only thing. Because with any other modality or class of mine, I would say you should at least have like wanting, or a lot of our participants are healers or practitioners from other modalities. With this, no, because even I didn't know what it was. Even I didn't know what to expect. And I don't think any of your previous life experiences are required to make you ready for this. Like I said, you have to just want to desire to experience wealth embodiment and also to meet your true potential. Like you're energetically taken on quite a journey. We actually have a wealth whispering call today, which I'm very excited about. And each activation is on a specific topic or it has a specific outcome linked to it. And today's one is like opening the portal, like walking through the doorway to wealth embodiment.
Mm.
And that's the
Wow.
specific outcome from today's activation. We have other activations which are about releasing and healing the past. We have other ones which are about activating money generation in your life. There's different activations that kind of create this 360-degree experience. And so it doesn't matter who you are, where you've come from, and there are no prerequisites. You just have to have a genuine interest. You don't even have to believe it's going to work. Just be interested in like receiving what this is and seeing what you experience.
Yes, I am in, of course. Okay, Adila, you've called this retreat, the one that we are doing right now, the Wealth Whispering Program 2024, which has started, and you've called it the LEAP program. What do you mean? Like what does it mean?
Okay, so I don't lie when I say this whole thing is like very much guided by, Goddess Lakshmi and our guides and something greater than me. So the Wealth Whispering program has always been called the Wealth Whispering program. We had to choose the retreat venue this year. And I was sent multiple options from our team as to like, here are some other very high end, like even better than last year's category of resort options. And I was like, okay, let me have a look. I'm pretty stuck on the Ritz, from last time. I really liked it. And I get woken up in the middle of the night, no joke, and get prompted to go onto my phone and put the name of the retreat, this particular retreat venue, into my phone, which is called Al Watba in Abu Dhabi. And that is the name of the region, but then there is the Al Watba Resort, which is again a Marriott property. And the meaning of that in Arabic came up underneath the resort name, and it was the translation, and it translated to the Great Leap. And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, if I needed a sign as to which retreat venue we're going to use, it's the one that is literally called Great Leap. So we can make a great leap in the physical body and energy to finish off the Wealth Whispering program, because how the program is designed this year is we are currently, as you said, we started the Wealth Whispering program and it finishes at the retreat with the retreat in October. And so the Great Leap is kind of like also the great culmination, and you are going to physically make this leap, whether you're attending just the retreat or you've attended the whole program. That 3 days together, you are going to be making a physical, energetic, and experiential leap in all levels of mind, body, and energy. And so that is why this year the subtitle was The Great Leap, because we're really going beyond anywhere we've been before.
Yes, and I really feel it because the way we've started it and the way we've had signups and the way people are like approaching us for it. We've not opened up the registrations again, but yeah, we are going to open it up now. Do you want to speak about the retreat? Like, what does that consist of? This year, what do you have in mind? Because it's such a free flow in your energy. It's maybe you've put it down, but then the team also does not know what Adila is going to come up with.
Yeah. What things is a dealer springing on the team? Well, I've got something to spring on you, as usual. You probably know me too well by now. So, Rashmi's just mentioned, you might not be aware, we decided to do something different with retreat this year. We actually only are opening up certain slots because we pre-sold. We sold this year's program at the end of last year through a pre-sale, and that pre-sale has sold out a lot of the program, but almost 50% of the retreat is actually sold. And we had to close registration so that we have enough rooms and we could figure out how many more rooms and how to price it so that it all works out, etc., etc. So registrations are currently closed, but the next round opens up from the 1st to the 7th of July. And this is the middle of the year. I understand that you might be thinking, I missed out on the pre-sale. It's now the middle of the year, middle of the program. And we're not yet at the end of the year in October when I know I'm going to retreat next week. Why would I choose it now? So here's the thing. You are still getting an amazing price advantage by choosing now. And I want to talk to you about why you would want to attend retreat. What is it that's going to happen for you? Aside from the great leap, aside from making a great leap in your consciousness, in your embodiment, in your experience of wealth, at a time where perhaps you really need to reinvent yourself. I don't know how your life's going for you this year. I don't know what's going on for you in particular, but I do know that a lot of people have been feeling a bit blah. I know a lot of people have been feeling a little bit lost. And I know a lot of people have been feeling like they're not sure who they necessarily are, who they want to be, and what it's going to take to create the life that they're dreaming of, because maybe you've tried quite a few things and it hasn't worked for you. And one of the things that's really hard to do is to create a different life when you're very stuck in your current one. Yeah. Your physical body is living the same day every day. You're around the same people, the same family, the same energies, the same conversations. So the retreat is offering you 2.5 nights of not only pure luxury, but some of the greatest healing, facilitation, an amazing group of people hanging out with me, hanging out with my team, and traveling to an exotic location. Oh my gosh, what more could you ask for? So the retreat this year includes 2 nights accommodation at our 5-star retreat. All of the retreat facilities are available for you. How we also create the retreats is there's a lot of space, because you're paying all this money to come to a 5-star facility with amazing spas, amazing things, amazing spaces. Let's have some time for you to enjoy it. So we have activations every day. We have sessions every day. And then there's also a long lunch. We start a little later in the morning. We finish not too late in the evening. So you can enjoy the pool. You can go enjoy the spa. You can enjoy time with your friends. You can meet new people. You can enjoy being in the Arabian desert. You can see the property we've chosen this year has horses and camels and lots of nature and wildlife. And one of the most important things that we've included is, like I said, that 360-degree experience. So we've chosen a place which is nurturing for your body, nurturing for your energy. You get to hang out and experience these activations with me. You get to have amazing conversations at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are all gourmet experiences. I loved the food at all of the last retreats. The last retreat we went to, Rashmi and I extended my stay in Thailand because the food was so amazing, right? And the mangoes were so amazing. The first retreat we went to in in Ras Al Khaimah, the food was phenomenal. I still think about the food from that retreat. It was so good.
Yeah.
And so all of this, by the way, is included. And this is one of the things I want to bring to your attention is, yes, this is what we call a high-end experience, and it's a luxury experience. but I've priced it in a way that makes it available to you so that you can experience going through that great leap. And yes, it might be a little bit of a stretch, but we've included a very generous payment plan that allows you to pay over 8 months right now. That's something that is available in this round of sign up from the 1st to the 7th of July. That extended payment plan will have to go away after this opening because we're going to get closer to retreat and we can't have such a long payment plan option. So your cheapest payment plan option will be to join now, or you can join now and pay in full. Everything is included. The retreat is included. The class is included. The meals are included. We haven't talked about the amazing goodie bags and the Wealth Whispering oils and the amazing things that we get custom made for you, the swag that is made for the Wealth Whispering retreat. That is a gift worth literally hundreds of dollars that we include in the retreat experience, because again, we want you to feel like this is so amazing. You are getting so much more than what you invested energetically, but also physically. You feel the quality and that amazing nurturing of everything we provide for you. There is one other thing I'm adding, and this is the bonus, is we're going to add in a VIP experience. And that VIP experience is going to be like an add-on that you can purchase. But for everyone that buys now and pays in full for this round, you are going to have that VIP luxury experience with me that includes, oh my God, really amazing things like make your own Wealth Whispering oil and have it activated for you by me on the day, experiences worth hundreds of dollars on its own. That's going to be included if you pay in full in this intake, the 1st to 7th of July intake. Finally, for anyone that joins, whether you join via payment plan or pay in full, we are doing a special activation for everyone that's going to be open to the public as well. And it's an activation to free you from the vows of poverty and scarcity that may be affecting your life and opening you up to wealth embodiment and wealth mindset, because that is a huge component that's required to make this leap. And so this is something that's included for our program participants and for our retreat participants, including if you sign up now. And so you're getting hundreds of dollars worth of bonuses if you sign up to this retreat now. And if you'd missed this opening, unfortunately, you might find that the spaces are gone or that the price goes up again, and that's just the nature of how filling a retreat works. But this is an amazing opportunity for you to lock something in and have something to look forward to. And what you'll find with Wealth Whispering is when you make that choice, you make that leap into investing or choosing that you're going to attend and you're going to pay however you pay, it starts working for you already. You don't have to now wait till retreat to experience the benefits of Wealth Whispering. You will start to notice, oh my gosh, somehow the money has come up, and we've got amazing testimonials we're going to share with you right around now about, the money has been created for this. Oh my gosh, all this extra money has started coming into my life. I suddenly feel more abundant. I feel more confident. I have this really exciting thing to look forward to later in the year. That starts to add a generative and creative energy to your life. You start to feel not so stuck in the rut in the moment as well. And lastly, it's going to just be one of the greatest experiences you'll ever have. Every retreat has been life-changing. Every retreat, people have said this is one of the greatest things they've ever done, and there not a single regret, not a single complaint, not a single person saying, oh, I wish I hadn't done that, or that wasn't as great as I imagined. It has always exceeded all of our participants' expectations. And I actually am not putting any expectations on this year's retreat because I think it's going to blow all of our minds. I'm expecting it to blow all of us out of the water.
Yes, yes. I do agree with you on that, because I remember in Koh Samui, I was just like, I used to come up every morning and tell you, how does it get better? Like, what is going on? How can it be so beautiful? How can life be so beautiful? So I agree. I was blown away. And this particular retreat, they not only get 2.5 days of luxury resort stay, plus the amenities, but they get all the goodie bags. They get this time with you. And if they sign up right now, they also get the VIP passes. Imagine making your oils with a dealer, getting it attuned right then and there. I mean, who can miss it? Sign me up.
I'm so looking forward to it. Like, do you have a part that you're looking forward to the most? Like, what are you most excited about?
I think when I have done these retreats, I feel blessed. I do not have any other words to say it. I just feel like it can't be this good. And then it gets better and better and better. The first time we went, I was blown away. Russell Kaima was amazing. Second time, Thailand was, it was my, like, the sheer beauty of the space. And you spoke of the space. Just the fact that I had the space to just lie in the pool after all those activations was enough. I didn't need more. And I must add to all of this, what I enjoy the most is shopping with you. I really, really, I think we go bursting.
Maybe we have an opportunity to open up a shopping experience with us because we are great shoppers, I have to
Yes.
say. We are amazing shoppers, and Rashmi is one of my favorite people to shop with as well. So yeah, we just have so many exciting things, and I promise you guys, like all of the things we've talked about, it's not even everything that's going to be there. I know we're going to add so many more little things here and there, so many more little experiences, so many more little gifts, because this is a very generous energy. And we come to this like we really want your life to change. And it's not about holding an expectation, it's about wondering how much more can I contribute to not only give you this retreat experience, the activations, to, hold you in that energy, but what more can I contribute to make you feel like you're living a magical life for those 2.5, 3 days? Because when you experience that for that period of time, you then take that energy with you when you go back home, and you can then start to create your life and have those experiences in your everyday. You are forever changed. When you experience something like that, you don't go back to living the same life as the same person. You move forward into creating your life as the person you've become. And that, I think, is my favorite thing about the retreats and the whole Wealth Whispering program.
Yes. Adila, thank you so much for creating this. It's not uh, child's play. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but you really, really have not given up on any aspect of this. And as crazy as it may sound, that when you say it's channel, it is what it is for you. And it's so, so beautiful. Thank you so much for it.
Thank you so much. And I'm so grateful that you are here with me for all of the wonderful adventures. And I just cannot wait for this one. So, everyone, if you're listening to this podcast episode, in the link, you'll find our wait list. So, there's still, I think, a bit of time before we open between the 1st and the 7th. So if you put your name on the wait list, as soon as doors open, we will email you on the 1st. You will have first access to that VIP option, that ability to pay in full, get all the swag, get that special experience, to receive that activation free of charge. And if you have any questions, we would be happy to answer. So do let us know. And in the meantime, keep following the whispers, keep listening to what your soul is telling you, where you are being pulled, and we will catch you next time. Take
Yes.
care. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Bye.
Bye.